Good morning, guys. This is a bit of a different video. I am going to try my hand at doing book reviews. Please let me know whether you like this or not. The first book review I'm going to do is the first gardening book I ever bought, and that was The Small Garden by C.E. Lucas Phillips. Now, I'm going to follow a set pattern with book reviews. I'm going to tell you why I bought the book to read. I'm going to tell you what it's like to read, and then I'm going to talk about what I like or dislike about it. So why did I buy this book? When I got my first garden, I bought this book. It was a paperback. It was cheap. It was a very old paperback, and I bought this book really because I didn't have a lot of money. The book was first published in 1952, and it shows its age. It has been my Bible. It is one of the best gardening books I've ever read. Now, it is charming. It's on fairly rough paper. It has hand illustrations. There are no glossy pictures. The cover, which you can see on the slide, is about as good as it gets. So, what do I like about it? What's it like to read? First of all, C.E. Lucas Phillips was someone who fought in the Second World War, and the language reflects this. It shows its age. He actually has things such, if you look at the chapter headings, particularly the section part 4 is Know Your Enemy. It's friend and foe, the enemy in detail, the medicine cupboard. You have to not read the medicine cupboard because many of the chemicals they were using are now illegal. But also the quality of the English is absolutely charming. You have things like under rock gardens and stoneworks. One of the chapter headings is the lure and the hazard. Under herbaceous and mixed borders, the use and misuse of border plants. And then under roses, we get back to the fact that he, had been a soldier, the roses' enemies. He actually talks at one point about weeds being fifth colonists invading the garden, and you have to read it in the context that it is of that age. It's a brilliantly easy book to follow. The instructions are absolutely clear. He starts off with a really useful chapter on gardener's jargon, which frankly I needed. But for example, if I look at the section on clematis, and I adore clematis, listen to this. All clematis insist that their roots shall be shaded and cool, but their flowers in sunshine, or at least in full light. This is an order. And then under pruning and aftercare, cut all new plants right down to within 9 inches of the ground. And no shirking. So there's a real sort of instruction there. But the quality of the English is one of the reasons people actually read this book. Listen to this, the sort of beginning of clematis. If wisteria is the king of climbers, clematis is certainly the queen. Yet she has no petals, for her beauty resides in the brilliance of her sepals and in the boss of stamens that they enfold. Isn't that glorious English? And then listen to this one. The host. Though clematis certainly look handsome, clambering naturally up a large bush, there is a danger that, by the exuberance of their foliage, they will smother their host to its disadvantage. And this is just glorious stuff. So as you read it, the charm of the language that dates back to just after the war, the view that, not these days that we have that, weeds are bee friendly and things like that. Weeds were definitely the enemy. It's a slightly outmoded view. but also this glorious English as you read through that is utterly charming. This has always been my Bible. In summary, why would I recommend this to anyone? It is a book of its time, but it is wonderfully clear. It is excellent advice. Although they're hand illustrations, they're clear. It is superb English. But above all, it is utterly, utterly charming. Guys, if you like the idea of a book review, let me know.